tell Luke, drop the beat.
I want to thank you guys so much for watching. The last video, the feedback was unbelievable. Some of the message that some of you guys left was really impactful, and I feel like in a way really inspired this build. In some way, you guys are like the energy that's kind of coming in and giving me that positive energy, and it fueled me to want to do that. The main focus of this video is obviously the build, but I wanted the first 30 seconds kind of like a little like glimpse into our trip, but where I got the car, and then the little trip that the car went on. Then the car gets on the plane and comes home, and then it's back home at the bench, and now we're into the build. So it's like a little journey to kind of start the video off of. It was like this in my head. I was like, this is kind of cool. It just tells a little story. I've had glimpses of like really enjoying editing, but I've never taken it as seriously as I did in this video. When I was curating the songs and chopping up the clips with the beat profile, like how, and then following the beat switch up with the clip timing. And I feel like there's a lot of little hidden aspects that if you go back and watch the video and you really keep in mind the beat of the music, it's pretty satisfying. And a lot of you probably already picked up on that. So I wouldn't normally reach for a car like this to customize, like a out of the box custom, because this is sold as a 22 Maverick custom. So the designer who did this obviously takes the original OEM car and does some modifications, as you can see, like the side exit under the fenders, and quite a few other little details in the body kit and the hood. And so I wanted to take that and like elevate that even more. I also want to share with you guys the paint color that we made for this. I haven't done too much paint mixing. I went with a blue metallic and a purple metallic, and I mixed those with a dark gray, a little bit of dark gray, kind of gunmetal metallic. Almost has like a color shifting effect, and it's really hard to pick up in the camera, I think, but depending on the way the light hits it, the purple flake gets picked up, and in other angles that you look at it, the blue flake gets picked. So I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. And inspired by Vancouver, so I called it Metallic Shifting Sky, and it's not the best name. I gotta work on maybe just Shifting Sky is better. Shifting Sky, metal shifting sky, I don't know. I love the color because when it shifts from that purple to the blue, in a way it kind of resembles the Vancouver sky. If any of you guys know, it gets very stormy. It's the Pacific Northwest, so it gets very stormy, and then you'll get like a sunshine with a blue sky for a brief window, and then it's cloudy and storming again, or just raining, drizzling. It's a lot of rain. But what I will say is, if you are interested in getting into 3D printing in this space, a bunch of the parts that I use, like the hydro e-brake, the fuel reservoir, the steering wheel, the boost gauges, Elegoo, the Saturn IV Ultra 16K right now is on its Black Friday sale. So if you were thinking about getting into it, I'm gonna have a link in the description, and if you guys want to use that, it will really support the channel. It's really, really, really cool, and they're not too expensive to get into. I wouldn't partner with somebody that didn't have a good printer, especially for the entry budget level. So like, this is the one that I use. It's in my closet. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I can't wait to come out with the next one. It'll probably be in a week, but I'm trying to do crazy stuff each video. I'm trying to put out some stuff that's like, you know, pushing my limits and really making something special. So hopefully the next video will be soon. It'll be in the next 7 to 10 days. Let's say that for sure. So stay tuned for that. And you know, I've toyed around with the idea of putting out some other videos and other content, like little how-tos and stuff, but I don't want to take too much focus away from the art. Like, I just want to focus on making the best thing that I can possibly make. Oh, one last thing. When the beat dropped, it said, somebody tell Luke, drop the beat. That was me. That was my voice. Wasn't that kind of cool? I had never, and that was kind of when I was in this flow of production. I was like, you know, it'd be sick, a little like tagline before it drops. So that's actually my voice. I turned obviously the pitch like 5 levels down because my voice is nowhere near that low, obviously. So anyway, in my hopes, I'm like, some people didn't even realize because it was just like, oh, that goes with the song, you know? So that's a little Easter egg for anybody who stayed to the end of this video. You're gonna kind of be the only one that knows because I'm not gonna bring this up again, but I'm gonna keep keeping that tagline in all the videos. So anyways, thank you guys so much. Like I said before, peace. Spread some love, positivity to everybody. Do some builds, do some art, be creative, find some way to be creative. You can do it any which way, but find a way and like put a bunch of energy into that because it's really rewarding and it makes you happy. So do that. Anyways, yeah, peace guys.
Somebody tell Luke, drop the beat.